It's week 15 of the...
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Commanders making their way out.
And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw.
Warner. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Look at the defense for these Texans.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
Washington going to send out their punter.
They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
On the return, Jackson.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And the Texans will take over.
So now we'll get a look at the other off. They come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Richardson off the play fake.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hicks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Hillman. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, Hillman. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 108 for the yardage and the score, too.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw.
Warner. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Looking to throw.
Warner. Touchdown, Washington.
Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They go play action with Richardson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. It'll go down as a game.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap?
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Myles Murphy
in there to get him, sack number 14 for him on the year.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Off play action. Warner trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. 7-7, our score after 1. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Warner. That is caught inside the 5. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. Touchdown! From 21 yards away. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hillman again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Texans had 8 and 5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That'll go as a pickup of 42 on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
This is Hillman on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They give it this time to Hillman up the gut.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
15-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They'll try and run for the first with Hillman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go. Start.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready? Gravity Lions. Alert! Alert! Go!
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Washington.
Cam Akers.
63 yards.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On the ready.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The 20, 5, touchdown Texans. A great effort there. 42 yards.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And a good job defensively. They stopped them short of the first at the 32.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Come on, come on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Off play action, Richardson.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Hillman at tailback. He gets it running left. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Oh, he's got him in wide open. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
Back to throw. Warner. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Cameron Dicker on now to try to field goal.
From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And we'll see a return here from the...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Back.
Richardson looking to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hicks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Go.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
No, no. Hey, hey, check that.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go. Chop alert, chop alert. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Richardson.
Touchdown, Texans! A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down. Warner. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Looking to throw. Warner. And his throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Anthony Richardson
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Commanders' offense set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw.
Warner. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Warner under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd down, here's Richardson.
Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Now Richardson.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Roll, roll, roll.
He'll try again.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down. Warner complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10. Warner. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
19 tight.
Looking to throw. Warner. This is intercepted.
And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Okay, great.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And he fires one incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal, a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Warner. And he's going to go down. the Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
3rd and 19.
Back to throw. Warner. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On first down, Warner. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Warner toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did make the winning play to close.
Ready.
Richardson off the play fake.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now, yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, Warner. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, this was a fun one to